talk about very basic, that is the communication that we do on board. And communication is a very crucial thing. If you don't communicate properly, there could be big mistakes, big accidents which can happen. So we should know how to communicate properly on board ship. For communication on ship, we have got walkie-talkies with us. Like we have got one walkie-talkie set I have got with me. So today we will be talking about these walkie-talkie sets. So what are its parts, how to talk on a walkie-talkie. This is a very basic video for beginners, or some points might be it will be helpful for the guys who are using it for a long time, but very few crucial points which we are missing. Okay, so let's go ahead and first let's see what are the parts of this walkie-talkie. So let's now start with our familiarization of walkie-talkie. So this walkie-talkie is of Intel. So we can see here now. Let's start from this. This is the place from where we should talk. So this is the mic over here, and then this walkie-talkie belongs to chief officer. So he has made his marking. This is the power switch. So you keep it pressed, and then you can have the power on. After that, you have got volumes. So you can increase or reduce the volume, like giving and beep also whenever you are increasing or reducing the volume. So this is how you will increase or reduce the volume. And then over here we have got this antenna. This antenna is fixed on this walkie-talkie. This is in special attachment over here. This is the special attachment for mic. So you can have a walkie-talkie without mic also and with mic also. So we are going to check how to talk on this and also without this. Change the channel, like you see when I'm turning the knob, it's changing the channel. So we are now working on working channel 7. We just saw the channel, how to change the channel. So this is the button for channel. Now I have got this walkie-talkie. We can see here this is intrinsically safe. So this is an intrinsically safe and submersible walkie-talkie. So this walkie-talkie can be used on tankers. We will change the channel. We see this channel. Now I've got another walkie-talkie with me. So this walkie-talkie is intrinsically safe. So intrinsically safe walkie-talkies are required on tankers. So we have got a walkie-talkie. This is intrinsically safe and submersible. So these are the parts over here, and this is the PTT button. This button we have to keep it pressed when we are talking. So this is the button, PTT button, and there is a small LED over here which is blinking in between, telling us that the walkie-talkie is on. Whenever we will be receiving, we will have a continuous green light, and whenever I am pressing this walkie-talkie and transmitting, I'll have a red light. So this is an indication for me that now I can transmit, and when I am receiving, I will have a green light. Now some basic ethics which I'll be telling you whenever we are talking on walkie-talkie. So we have already seen the basic parts of walkie-talkie, and then also one more thing before I tell you the basic ethics. There is a battery which is attached to the half part, the back part over here, which you can unplug from here, and then you can change the battery, or you don't have to change the battery all the time. So you have got a charger, so you just plug in the charger, and then you can talk on this walkie-talkie. So this charger is, you have got a charger, you just plug in and it will keep charging. So that is how these walkie-talkies will be charged. But these batteries you cannot change when you are outside the accommodation. Okay, on tankers these are intrinsically safe walkie-talkies, but you cannot change the batteries when you are outside of your accommodation, or you are in a hazardous atmosphere where you can have gases. So you should not change the batteries. Now I am going to talk about how to talk on this walkie-talkie. So the basic ethics are, whenever you are talking on these walkie-talkies, you have to first keep the button pressed, and then talk. First keep your button pressed and then talk on the walkie-talkie. Second thing, you should not talk right into the walkie-talkie. Like you can see from here I am talking like this. So this is the wrong way of talking. You should always talk past your walkie-talkie. So when you are talking, you should talk like this. You should press and you should talk like this. Or when you have got a mic, you are keeping your mic here. So that is the right distance. And when you are talking on the mic, your voice will be passing through the mic, and it is not going in the mic. What happens when I am talking through like this, I will have my air coming out from my mouth, and it will cause a lot of disturbance. So never talk into the mic. Next thing is, what distance should I hold? So you can hold this at any distance, but the right distance is 2 to 5 centimeters. So 2 to 5 centimeter you should hold, and then you should talk the walkie-talkie like this. So you should talk on the walkie-talkie, and you should be passing through the walkie-talkie, not into the walkie-talkie, so that there will be no disturbance. So we are going to see all these things, how we do this communication. And the third thing is, when you're talking, you should be very clear. Don't hurry up. Pass your message slow and easy. Okay, you should just pass your message slow and clearly. So you should be heard on the other side very clearly. You know, you should not talk like this. You're coming. I'm trying to say. So you're fumbling yourself, and your message won't be clear. So and now, if you have got some background air, then you should always try to shelter the walkie-talkie from the air, so that there is no disturbance heard on the other side. So we are going to see that how to talk. We are going to see the emergency part. There is a button, you can see over here, this orange color button. So most of the walkie-talkies, you will have a safety feature like this. So what happens is, say you are in a tank or you're somewhere where you're working, but for some reason you're going to go unconscious, or you're not feeling well, you're not able to talk, or you are in a ballast tank and you're lost. So you want someone to come and find you. So what you have to do is just press this button with a small push, and then it will keep giving this alarm. It will keep giving this alarm, and it is a safety feature. Now I cannot switch off this alarm. You know, maybe I will press any button, but I cannot switch off this alarm. The only way to switch off this alarm is, I will be switching off the power. So I have switched off the power, and then only this alarm will go off. Okay, that is how you can switch off this alarm. So this is a very good safety feature given in these walkie-talkies. So you can use this walkie-talkies safety feature if you require some time. So now we are going to see how to talk on walkie-talkie. Okay, now we are going to see the communication, the right way and the wrong way. So I have got Mr. Right with me, and I have got Mr. Wrong with me. So we will see what mistakes they are doing when they are communicating. So let's start with Mr. Wrong first. Let's see what mistakes he is doing when he is doing the communication. Okay, so you can call the bridge and inform them that we have got pilot coming after 1 hour.
Bridge coming, bridge coming, bridge coming, bridge coming, bridge coming, bridge coming. Pilot is coming after 1 hour.
Okay, so he had passed his message. So what mistakes he has done, we will talk about it later. But let's see how Mr. Right, he passes the message, same message, that bridge coming, there is a pilot coming on board now after 1 hour. So how he does the message?
Bridge coming, bridge coming, there's a pilot coming in 1 hour.
Okay, good. So the difference that we saw here is that when he was talking, he first pressed the PTT button, wait for some time, and then he started his message, so that he can pass the full message. And he was talking parallel to the mic, you know, he was not talking into the mic, so his air and all the voice was clear. So when you are receiving on the other end, you will get very clear sound, you are not going to get any disturbance. And the distance that he was keeping from his mouth was very right, 2 to 5 centimeter. Mr. Wrong was keeping it very close to his mouth, and he was changing his directions, so you will not be getting a continuous sound. So that was the mistake which was done by Mr. Wrong, and Mr. Right was doing it in the right way. One more thing I would like to point out is when you are talking in wind. So what happens when we are talking in the wind? We will see that now. So now we are going to see how to talk in the wind. When you have got wind around you and you have got disturbance around you, how to talk. So I have got Mr. Wrong with me. You can show him. Mr. Wrong is there. So he is going to talk in the wind, and we are going to listen on our mic. How do we get the reception? So okay, Mr. Wrong, you can do the communication. Start the communication. You come closer so we can hear it on the mic. Yeah.
Pilot board is coming.
Okay, so we just saw now that when he was talking, he's talking into the wind, there was a lot of disturbance. Okay, now we will see when Mr. Right is doing it, how he is going to do it. So okay, you can go there and you can talk now, and Mr. Wrong will be standing with us. Now his walkie-talkie is on, so now we will hear it, how he is going to give us the message, and how are we going to.
Come in. There's a pilot boat approaching in 1 hour.
Okay, you can show him his position. How is he standing? Yeah, okay, so he is keeping wind to his body, and he is giving a shelter to the mic, so we could hear the conversation very clearly. So this is the right way of talking in the wind. When you have got wind or you have got noise, you give shelter of your body and you talk, so you can hear the message clearly. So this is how we do the talking. So today we have learned how to do communication on board. So I would like to thank my teammates who had helped me to make this video, and they have shown the right way and the wrong way. So I'd like to thank both of them. Thank you.